Oh, 15, I thought it was really nice.
No, it's gone to 15 Brian
They presumably do it once again.
Oh no, they do want it to Brian Stone.
Oh, right.
Brian does want them to
Hi, this is Steve Barker and welcome to Bromborough Folk Club Archive Broadcast Week 4. Well, I've been hanging round my house, looking through the window pane, watching all my neighbours' kids driving mum and dad's insane. And out in my back garden, well, the chickens all are fed. Glad I'm staying home right here in my feather bed. And I got myself an exercise bike to see if I could lose these hard time, thin dime, COVID-19 blues. Hard time, thin dime, COVID-19 COVID-19 blues. Well, I hope you're all keeping safe and well. We've got a great show lined up for you. I've been rummaging around in Dave Burroughs' cellar, going through his archives. I'm covered in cobwebs, but let's kick off the show with one of my favourite Tom Paxton songs, I Give You the Morning. Ever again the morning creeps across your shoulder. Through the frosted window pane the sun grows bolder. Your hair flows down your pillow, you're still sleeping. I think I'll wake you now and hold you, tell you again the things I told you. Behold, I give you the morning, I give you the day. Through the waving curtain wall the sun is streaming. Far behind your flickering eyelids you're still dreaming. You're dreaming of the good times and you're smiling. I think I'll wake you now and hold you, tell you again the things I told you. Behold, I give you the morning, I give you the day. Close beneath our windowsill the earth is humming. Like an antique ballroom fan the day is coming. Listen to the morning song it's singing. I think I'll wake you now and hold you, tell you again the things I told you. Behold, I give you the morning, I give you the day. Like an antique ballroom fan, your eyelids flutter. Sunlight streams across your face through open shutter. Now I think you're ready for the journey. I think I'll wake you now and hold you, tell you again the things I told you. Behold, I give you the morning, I give you the day. Behold, I give you the morning, I give you the day. Thank you. Jerry French is a great club favourite and a very talented singer-songwriter. Here's Jerry with a little bit of a family history. Cunard Yanks.
I married a fella who ploughs the seas, and once a month he comes home to me with a kit bag full of American dreams. I married a Cunard Yank. He gets on the blower and says he's stopped. Get your glad rags on and your heart unlocked. Prepare to have your bedroom rocked. You married a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yankee. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yankee. Old Spice, cologne and Wrangler jeans, comics for the kids and records for me. In a suit and slim Jim tie it seems. He's king of the Atlantic. And then Daly's wagon arrives outside, laden to the gunnels with Cunard pride, and the kind of food you've never tried, like Aunt Jemima's pancake mix. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Hey, me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yankee. his trilby hat on the back of his head. He looks like the fella in the cigarette ad. I thank our lady for the day I met me Cunard Yank. But the following week he's off again. We say ta-ra at the pier head, and I go home to a lonely bed without me Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Hey, me fella's a Cunard Yank. Oh, me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Hey. I like a bit of adventure in a man. He says one day he'll come ashore for good, and then he'll sail no more. But I think it might be a bore, 'cause he'd get under me feet then, and I love it when he comes home to me. His skin smells of the salty sea, and he sits me down upon his knee, and he says, look what I've got, yeah. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Hey, me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Have I done the last verse? I have, haven't I? Oh. I married a fella who ploughs the seas, and once a month he comes home to me with a kit bag full of American dreams. I married a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. Hey, me fella's a Cunard Yank. Me fella's a Cunard Yank. I married a Cunard Yank. You did well.
John Coleman, ably assisted by Barb, has been running this club for over 30 years. Here's John performing that great Ralph McTell song, From Clare to Here.
I was for to share the room, work hard for the crack, sleeping late on Sundays, never get to Mass. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way. It gets further by the day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. When Friday night comes around, Eddie's only into fighting. My ma would like a letter home, I'm too tired for writing. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way. It gets further by the day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Well, it almost breaks my heart when I think of Josephine. I promised I'll be coming back with pockets full of green. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way. It gets further by the day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. I dreamed I saw a piper play. Maybe it's a notion. I dreamed I heard a white horse dance on that other ocean. It's a long, long way Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way. It gets further by the day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here.
Dave Locke is a frequent singer at BFC. He gave us a terrific big spot at the end of last year. He opened with his brilliant Melody of Napoleonic War Songs.
I thought I heard the colonel crying, "March, brave boys, there's no denying." Bugles sounding, drums a beating, "March, brave boys, there's no retreating. Love, farewell. If I should fall in far-off battle, cannons roar and rifles rattle. Thoughts fly home in words unspoken. Valiant hearts are oft times broken. Love, farewell." There's 40 shillings on the drum for those who volunteer to come and list to fight the foe today over the hills and far away. As I crossed over Salisbury Plain, such a dainty fine sight met me view. How the women were weeping and tearing their hair, for the rout has just come for the blues. Oh, the rout has just come for the blues. Then each one home to their mothers do run, saying me heart is undone, it is true. Oh, I'll pack up me chattels without more delay, and boldly I'll march with the blues, and boldly I'll march with the blues. Oh, the landlord and landlady walk hand in hand, and so do those pretty girls too. And each one cracked open a bottle of gin, for to drink a good health to the blues, for to drink a good health to the blues. They're the finest young fellas as ever you'll see, if you search bonny England all through. When dressed in His Majesty's suit you'll agree, there's none can compare with the blues. Oh, there's none can compare with the blues. It is rigged and the sails they are set. How sweetly those trumpets play too, and we all give out a resounding huzzah. Success to King George and his blues. Oh, success to King George and his blues. As I crossed over Salisbury Plain, such a dainty fine sight met me view. How the women were weeping and tearing their hair, for the rout has just come for the blues. How the rout has just come for the blues. As I crossed over Salisbury Plain, such a dainty fine sight met me view. How the women were weeping and tearing their hair, for the rout has just come for the blues. How the rout has just come for the blues. And we sailed out of England, bound for Lisbon Harbour, with banners a-gleaming and pride to the fore. We'd little to hope for, but we tried hard to cherish the thought of our loved ones on England's fair shore. England's fair shore. And soon we were transported to hell and its fury, through smoke and through fire, through shot and through flame. And at Talavera we stole Boney's eagle, and for that short time we were heroes of Spain. Heroes of Spain. And there I met a maiden, hair black as a raven. Her eyes, they did glister like two diamonds bright. We spoke not a word at our very first meeting, but she lay in my arms all that long Spanish night. And we travelled together through mountain and valley, and she by my side through many's the fight. And she tended my wounds and she salved me with pity, and bore me a daughter for my heart's delight. My heart's delight. And we marched into Lisbon, proud Wellington's army. And the war being over, it's homeward we're bound. And there on the quayside, oh, weeping and wailing, 2,000 women left on that cold ground. On that cold ground. Farewell and adieu to you, Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you, ladies of Spain. Oh, we've received orders to sail home to England, but I know in some time we'll return once again. Once again. And if ever I'm returning, I'll have gold in great plenty. If ever I return, I'll have gold in great store. And I'll search far and wide for my Spanish lady, who brought me such peace in the midst of such war. The midst of such war. Farewell and adieu to you, Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you, ladies of Spain. Oh, we've received orders to sail home to England, but I know in some time we'll return once again. Once again. Though kings and tyrants come and go, a soldier's life is all I know. A soldier's life I'll ne'er gainsay, over the hills and far away. And it's o'er the hills and o'er the main, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain. King George commands and we obey, over the hills and far away. So it's falling lads behind the drum, with colours blazing like the sun, along the road to come what may, over the hills and far away. And it's o'er the hills and o'er the main, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain. King George commands and we obey, over the hills and far away. And it's o'er the hills and o'er the main, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain. King George commands and we obey, over the hills and far away. Thank you.
Kate McCulloch is a slip of a gal. but bursting with talent as a singer-songwriter. Currently studying music performance at Chester University, she's here singing Coming Home, as sung by Gabrielle Aplin.
Wonder where my friend has gone, I wonder where it all went wrong. Is there something that I should have known? I looked for him in Amsterdam, I cried for him in Birmingham, wondered if he's ever coming home. Coming home, coming home, standing underneath the sky with nothing of my own. I'm here picking flowers, but all my seeds are left unsown. Better off if he was coming home. I had a man tall and fine, I left him by an old road sign. Told him I was off to Mexico, with my feet on the track and a shadow on my back. Wondered if I'm ever coming home. Coming home, coming home, standing underneath the sky with nothing of my own. I'm here picking flowers, but all my seeds are left unsown. Better off if he was coming home. Coming home, coming home, standing underneath the sky with nothing of my own. I'm here picking flowers, but all my seeds are left unsown. Better off if he was coming home. Better off if he was coming home. Wonder if he's ever coming home. Thank you.
Mark Miller is a club favourite. He plays in the trio Shaky Jake, and here he is singing Erie Canal. This song was written back in 1905 by Thomas S. Allen after the Erie Canal barge traffic was converted from mule power to engine power to speed it all up.
Well, I got a mule and her name is Sal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker and a good old pal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal. We pulled some barges in our day, filled with lumber, coal and hay, and we know every inch of the way from Albany to Buffalo. Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, we're coming to a town. You'll always know your neighbor and you'll always know your pal. You ever navigated on the Erie Canal? We better look around for a job, old gal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. I'll never find a mule as good as my Sal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. Get up, mule, here comes a lark. We'll make room by 6 o'clock. Oh, one more load and back we'll go. Right back home to Buffalo. Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, we're coming to a town. You'll always know your neighbor and you'll always know your pal. You ever navigated on the Erie Canal? I don't know what I'd do if I lost myself. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. I'll never find a mule as good as my pal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. A friend of mine once got a saw, and now he's got a broken jaw. 'Cause she let fly with an iron toe and kicked him back to Buffalo. Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, we're coming to a town. You'll always know your neighbor and you'll always know your pal. You ever navigated on the Erie Canal? Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, we're coming to a town. You'll always know your neighbor and you'll always know your pal. You ever navigated on the Erie Canal? You'll always know your neighbor, you'll always know your pal. If you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. Thank you.
Paul Reaney needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. A singer and prolific songwriter and a member of Shaky Jake, Harbour Moon and a number of other bands, too numerous to mention. Harbour Moon will close the show for us, but here's Paul with one of mine and JC's favourites, Angeline.
Sitting on a sofa in a second-hand shop, a daisy in a jet black hair, sucking on the dregs of a red ice pop. She didn't even know I was there. The river was high from the rain that summer. We sat beneath the shelter of the trees. Birds were singing, bees was buzzing, a white feather blew on the breeze. Angeline, Angeline, don't ever leave, Angeline. She was quiet as a mouse and crazy as a loon. I'd never seen the world that way. She saved my soul not a minute too soon. We packed up and drove away. We got married drunk in Vegas, a chapel at the bottom of a hill. 3 kids, 1 bankruptcy, and 30 years later, she's my darling still. Angeline, Angeline, don't ever leave, Angeline. There's a big pot of something cooking on the stove. The house is shining like a pin. If you ask me how I deserve all this, I wouldn't know where to begin. Without that dark-eyed magical girl, there's no way I would survive. There's no place I'd rather be in the world. I'm the luckiest man alive. Angeline, Angeline, don't ever leave, Angeline. Angeline, Angeline, don't ever leave, Angeline. Angeline, Angeline, don't ever leave, Angeline.
Jenny Hankins and Billy Kemp. I first met Jenny and Billy back in, I think it was 2009 at the Conway Bluegrass Festival. A great duo giving us fine self-penned Appalachian music. Now gone their separate but talented ways, Jenny played the club recently to a packed audience. To finish off the Floor Singers, here is Jenny and Billy singing If I Ever Get $10.
If I ever get $10, gonna buy me a three-piece suit and gonna buy you a diamond ring, gonna marry you. If I ever get $10, gonna find us a piece of land and build a house with a picket fence with my own two hands. If I ever get $10, gonna quit this railway car and hang up my walking shoes and stay right where you are. If I ever get $10, gonna buy me a three-piece suit and gonna buy you a diamond ring, gonna marry you. If I ever get $10, gonna quit this railway car and hang up my walking shoes and stay right where you are. If I ever get $10, gonna buy me a three-piece suit and gonna buy you a diamond ring, gonna marry you. Gonna buy you a diamond ring, gonna marry you.
Our first guest spot is Chris and Wendy Moreton from the southern states of Wales, Powys actually to be exact. I first met Chris at the Wirral Folk on the Coast Festival and cemented our friendship at the Conway Bluegrass Festival in 2009. He persuaded me to have a go at the open mic and then asked if he could back me, a bit like Eric Clapton saying, "Do you mind if I come along and jam behind you?" Chris is the most generous and talented performer you'll meet. Chris is joined by Wendy on double bass. Wendy is now his wife. He wanted to make an honest woman of her. He couldn't, so he married her instead. You're now in for a treat. Chris and Wendy Moreton, the Moreton Road Show.
I was trying to hitch a ride 'cause my old car had broken down again. Then along came this American in a big tall motor caravan. "If you're heading up the country, then buddy, with us you may ride." I said, "Thank you, sir," picked up my kit, jumped up in the cab, and then as I settled down inside, I couldn't help but notice the sounds coming from the stereo. They were playing Flat and Scruggs, the Stanleys, Reno Smiley, and even Father Bill Monroe. I said, "I'm a bluegrass fan, man, I'm a bluegrass fan, man, champion guitar picker, man, well, there ain't nobody quicker, man, I've done my share of picking, man, now I'm a bluegrass fan." I've played at Yorkshire, Dale, Silston, North Wales, Conway, the Stables at Wavendon, Gower, near Swansea, Edale, Orwell, Highlands, Didmarton, Sawfingers, Wadhurst, Widnes, Steeple, Moreton, Ironbridge, Cambridge, Telfast, Surrey, Minnie, Knockdown, Giltown, Harbour, England, Hillbilly. I'm a bluegrass fan, man, I'm a bluegrass fan, man, even had a band once, man, we went round in a van, man, and I've done my share of camping, man, now I'm a bluegrass fan, yeah. Got a funny accent for a bluegrass picker, boy. Whereabouts you from? I said, "Well,
South Wales. He said, you done any gigs in South Wales? I said, 1 or 2. Uskrin, Bega, Tredegar, Castleton, Newton, Shire, Newton, Divorden, Nitton, Sudbrook, Redbrook, Whitebrook, Drybrook, Trainbridge, Newbridge, Cowbridge, Severnbridge, Langholm, Glensoy, Glentilio, Crossany, Abica, Fenny, Landany, Lord Raglan, not many. I'm a bluegrass fan, man. I'm a bluegrass fan, man. I even had a band once, man. We went round in a van, man. I've done my share of travelling, man. Now I'm a bluegrass fan. Yeah. Well, just then we picked up a guy, and he was trying to find the Bromborough Folk Club. He said he'd been walking around all day. I said, where have you been then, mate? He said, well, I'll tell you what. Birkenhead, Wallasey, Liverpool, Warrington, Wrexham, Runcorn, Stourton, Moreton, Little Stanley, Shotwick, Hoylake, Vickers Cross, Mockbeggar, Puddington, Haydock, Cockface, Prescott, Seacombe, Crosby, Littleton, Newferry, Queensferry, Bromborough, Bebington. I'm a bluegrass fan, man. I'm a bluegrass fan, man. I even had a van once, man. We went round in a van, man. I'd done my share of picking, man. Now I'm a bluegrass fan. Yeah, I said, this is a fine old van, sir. Did you bring it over from the States? He said, yes, sir. And guess what? I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Matahala, Paloma, Bangor, Baltimore, South Florida, Amarillo, Tocopilla, Barranquilla, Armadillo. It's a killer. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I've crossed the deserts bare, man, and breathed the mountain air, man. Travel, I've done my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere. $16 is my gain, 16 is my draw. Randall Collins is my name, down in Arkansas. Give it a try. $16 is my gain, 16 is my draw. Randall Collins is my name, down in Arkansas. On the railroad yard won't get you too much, Jack. Well, working on that section gang will surely bust your back. $16 is my gain, 16 is my draw, and Randall Collins is my name, down in Arkansas. Hiding out under the water tank, Lordy, where the earth is full. Watching that straw boss hunt for me, I ain't nobody's fool. $16 is my gain, 16 is my draw, and Randall Collins is my name, down in Arkansas. Making up a train in the Memphis yard, the longest I ever saw. Gonna ride on down to Fairbanks in the state of Arkansas. $15 is my gain, 16 is my draw, and Randall Collins is my name, down in Arkansas. $16 is my gain, 16 is my draw, and Randall Collins is my name, down in Arkansas. Thank you. Old train. Old train. Old train, I can hear your whistle blow, but I won't be jumping on again. Old train, I've been everywhere you go, and I know what lies beyond each bend. Old train, each time you pass, you're older than the last, and it feels I'm too old for running. I hear your rusty wheels grate against the rails, they cry with every mile. Think I'll stay a while. Train, I miss the freedom that was mine. Old train, and I think about those times. I'll smile when you're highballing by. Old train, each time you pass, you're older than the last, and it feels I'm too old for running. I hear your rusty wheels grate against the rails, they cry with every mile. And I think I'll stay a while. Here we go, we got it. Okay. I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I have squandered my existence for a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and jest, But a man hears what he wants to hear and he disregards the rest. When I left my home and family, I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers, in the quiet of the railway station, running scared. Lying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. Lie, la, lie, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, lie, la, lie, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, lie, la, lie, lie. Asking only workers' wages, I go looking for a job, but I get no offers. Just to come on from the whores on 7th Avenue. I do declare there were times when I was so lonesome I took some comfort there. La la la, la 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 la. I'm laying out my winter clothes and I'm wishing I was gone, going home, where the New York City winters aren't bleeding me, impeding me going home. In the clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every glove that knocked him down or cut him till he cried out in his anger and his shame, I am leaving, but the fighter still remains. La la la, la 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 la. In my head I am the maestro. I'm mustard on the banjo most of the time. And in my head, I sing like a bird. People hang on every word to my finely crafted rhymes. 'Cause I'm cool and I'm fit, quite witty and so quick. And despite advancing years, it has been said, I'm a catch and I'll go far. I'm the latest superstar. But then real life kicks in, and instead, it's all in my head. And in my head, I treat you like a queen. I polish and I clean, I understand. And in my head, I'm tidy and I'm neat. I replace the toilet seat. I'm the complete Renaissance man. 'Cause I'm Einstein and I'm smart, and I've got a lion's heart. I'm the metrosexual boy who's way ahead. I'm perfect, quite unique, always on a winning streak. But then real life kicks in, and instead, it's all in my head. Reality and me don't agree, all in my head. Okay, so I'm useless and at best a lazy sod who's self-obsessed, just a chancer who is weak and easily led. But despite these minor flaws, you're still mine and I'm still yours. So instead of banging on about what's in my head, let's go to bed. When my baby moved out and the blues moved in, there wasn't nothing I could do except mosey around with my head in my hands. Lordy, what am I coming to? And I just keep moaning the blues. I wrote a nice long letter saying, baby, please come home. Your daddy is a lonesome and all I do is moan. I've been loving that gal for so doggone long, I can't afford to lose her now. I thought I was right, but I must have been wrong. Now my head is starting to bow, and I just keep moaning the blues. If you want a good woman to stick around, you gotta treat her nice and kind. Or else, my friend, she's gonna leave this town and you'll almost lose your mind. And you'll just be moaning the blues. Oh, baby, 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 honey, baby, please come home. Your daddy is a lonesome and all I do is moan. If you want to do it, and I won't be bad no more. And I'm just sitting here waiting for you to walk back through that front door. Then I'll stop moaning the blues. Freight train, going so fast. freight train going so fast. I don't know which train he's on, won't you tell me where he's gone? I don't know what he's running for, or what he did to break the law. God no future, God no hope, ain't nothing but the road. She kept on it. And when I die, just bury me deep down at the end of Old Chestnut Street. And at my head and feet, and I'll hear those trains roll by. Came back to Georgia to steal a soul from a different star. He'd been beat by Johnny and the fiddle, so he thought he would try guitar. But just then he saw Dan Crary flat picking that guitar hot. Well, that'll do for me, thought the devil with glee. Hey boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I play the guitar too. And if you'd care to take a dare, why I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good guitar, son, but give the devil his due. I'll put this guitar of gold against your soul, 'cause I reckon I'm better than you. The boy said, howdy, my name's Dan, and it may be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're gonna regret, 'cause I'm the best there's ever been. Danny, get your fingers warm and play that guitar hard. Hell's broke loose in Georgia, now the devil deals the cards. Well, if you win, you get that shiny guitar made of gold, but if you lose, the devil gets your soul. Well, the devil, he went for his old guitar and began to do his thing, and fire flew from the fretboard as the devil hit the strings. Well, then he dragged that pick across the strings and it made an evil din. Then a mighty band of demons all popped up and they joined right in. They went... at its best. When the devil had finished picking, Danny said, you're pretty good, old son, but park your bum in that chair down there and I'll show you how it's done. And he played Fire on the Mountain, Run Boy Run. The devil played the House of the Rising Sun. Chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Granny does a dog bad, no child no. He knew that he had been beat, so he laid that golden guitar on the ground at Danny's feet. Danny said, if you're passing by this way, you want to try your luck again? I've told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best there's ever been. And he played Fire on the Mountain, Run Boy Run. The devil played the House of the Rising Sun. Chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Granny does a dog bite, no child no.
Our second and final guest spot is Harbour Moon. Carol giving us beautiful vocals, Ian on vocals and guitar, Martin on double bass, and Paul on vocals and guitar. Paul has written all the songs played by Harbour Moon tonight, so here we go with fabulous songs, harmonies and just excellent music and musicianship. Harbour Moon.
There's a clear blue ocean lapping at my feet, blue skies smiling above. I got everything I need, but I still feel incomplete. Tell me, what is a man without love? shut down the steel mill, tore up the railway tracks. There's no work around for miles, and you know it's never coming back. Bricked up windows and boarded up doors, for sale signs and second-hand stores. There's nothing for a boy to do in a town like this. A town like this. I remember back when I was a boy, walking like a man. Every Saturday night we'd hit town to see a rock and roll band. Well, the money dried up, so the bands don't come. There's nothing left to hide, nowhere left to run. There's nothing for a boy to do in a town like this. Oh, a town like this. Can you sleep at night with your pockets of gold? Are you waiting for the judgment day? There's a whole book of secrets just waiting to be told. Someone's got a price to pay. Arcades and loan sharks turning all the good to bad. The town's on its knees and they're still taking all that we have. Another day older, the hole gets deeper. Sitting by the river on a railway sleeper. There's nothing for a boy to do in a town like this. A town like this. Sleeping all day, drinking all night, watching all the old videos. The sign on the window says dance in the night. The sign on the door says closed. They spent millions on a bridge, put the main highway miles away. No, Mr. Bates took a dive off the dock that day. The tears at the funeral mix them with the fear. Lifeblood of the town that'll never come near. There's nothing for a boy to do in a town like this. Oh, a town like this. A town like this. Oh, a town like this. There's nothing for a boy to do in a town like this.
Heard a whisper on the wind. I saw that look in your eyes. Old man troubles up ahead, and there are clouds in the skies. Still your eyes try to tell me everything is fine. You may need somebody, it's not mine. Watching lovers in the park, sitting, eating all alone, and lying lonesome in the dark, waiting for you to be home. And I was miles away when the winds began to blow. Still you hold my hand like we've still got miles to go. And I can see it in your eyes, hear it in your voice, feel it in your touch, just a little too much. And it's hard to take. I know my mind's gonna break in two. I was miles away when the winds began to blow. I heard a whisper on the wind, another heavy sigh from you. Well, I may be a lot of things, but I'm not that much of a fool. And I was miles away when the winds began to blow. Still you hold my hand like we've still got miles to go. And you hold my hand like we've still got miles to go. I heard a whisper on the wind.
That's Carol Newby, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't say it.
Don't say anything. Right.
Rolling Stones on a downstage jukebox. I got Terry Watts and Bill Wyman keeping me awake. I know Terry Watts, he's a builder. Keeping me awake.
And John Jagger.
Drunken lullabies coming up from the street. Another bleary-eyed morning as another day breaks. Another day breaks. There's a brown-eyed girl and an old grey dog thinking about right now. Getting warm by the fire, shaking off the wind and the rain. Days till I can find a way to be home once again in that old stone house on Daisy Lane. Bills are tired and the bills were piling high, but you know you can't live on love alone. Love alone. Took this job out of desperation. The last thing I wanted to do was leave my home, my sweet home. There's a brown-eyed girl and an old grey dog I'm thinking about right now. Getting warm by the fire, shaking off the wind and the rain. Counting the days till I can find a way to be home once again in that old stone house on Daisy Lane. Sitting on my bag in a cold dark station, waiting for a train in the crowds and feeling all alone. All alone. Walking down the road, tired and hungry, hoping for a glimpse of my loved ones and my home, my sweet home. There's a brown-eyed girl and an old grey dog. They're running to me right now. I've got 10 whole days and I'll be gone again. There's food on the table, there's logs on the fire. We listen to the sound of the rain in that old stone house on Daisy Lane. In that old stone house on Daisy Lane. In that old stone house on Daisy Lane.
I went to see a blossom tree I'd planted years before on my daughter's second birthday in 1984. Back then I was a family man without a care in the world, and she danced with me round that blossom tree, Daddy's little girl. Sometimes you just can't help it. You stumble out of love, and the winter winds blow and blow, and the sky turns dark above. My lady said she'd met someone and she just couldn't stay. And with my daughter's tears upon my cheek, I watched them drive away. Tears upon my cheek, I watched them drive away. The letters and the photographs, they came for a while, but then I must admit I let things slip and I lost it for a while. When I came back to the land of the living, they were nowhere to be found. Pieces of my life lay scattered on the ground. Now I cannot fight the darkness, so I drink to hide the pain. But I still dream about the sunshine, then I wake up in the rain. One day I thought that she walked by and I couldn't help but stare. This stranger looked right through me, just as if I wasn't there. The stranger looked right through me, just as if I wasn't there. I stand drunk outside this garden and I stare at the blossom tree, and the neighbors close their curtains but keep their eyes on me. The tree stands tall and elegant, makes my breath away, and I wonder if my daughter is as beautiful today. As beautiful today. Wonder if my daughter is as beautiful today. Thank you.
Cold wind blowing from the east today, and my coat feels a little thin, too tired today, so I just walk away. It's easier sometimes to let you win. Today is just the same as all those yesterdays. You shake your head, say just give it time. There's so much in the air, I sometimes kneel and pray that for once you would say what's on your mind. Here and now is all that I can deal with today. And tell me time will heal it all somehow. Tomorrow is a million miles away. Shake this heartache from my shoulders here and now. I'm sitting sipping coffee in the cafe that we met, sifting through the memories I've been told. I'm sad that I remember all the things I should forget. I'm sad to see love left out in the cold. So I while away the hours just to keep from going home. Kick myself, I'm still not having learned. I stare out at the crowds, feeling so alone. I think I'm past the point of no return. Here and now, it's all that I can deal with today. Don't tell me time will heal it all somehow. Tomorrow, it's a million miles away. Shake this heartache from my shoulders. The here and now is all that I can deal with today. Don't tell me time will heal it all somehow. Tomorrow is a million miles away. Shake this heartache from my shoulders here and now. Here and now. Here and now.
Allow this. Take down the touch.
Said she was sorry to wake me. Now was the time, no matter how late. Said she had something to tell me. I said, I'm tired, honey, why can't this wait? She took a deep breath and she sat right down, and she put her hands in mine and said, there's no easy way to say what's been on my mind. I suppose that you're thinking that this song of mine would be full of the usual lines. She was soft and kind and gentle in her last goodbye. And I saw the truth in those baby blues. She didn't have to say a thing. She broke my heart with the touch of an angel's wing. I said I just don't believe it, but I'd seen the signs for a month, maybe two. She held me, I half shouted, leave it. I needed time just to think it all through. I saw the lonely old moon slip down, walking barefoot in the dew. It was a cold day dawning. What could I do? I suppose that you're thinking that this song of mine would be full of the usual lines. But she was soft and kind and gentle in her last goodbye. And I saw the truth
In those baby blues, she didn't have to say a thing. She broke my heart with the touch of an angel's wing. She broke my heart with the touch of an angel's wing.
Ian Davis on the vocal there.
I've been waiting all night long by the telephone. You say you'll call, I'm still waiting here alone. You come knocking in the early hours with your little boy smile and your eyes on fire, and against my better judgment let you in. I hate myself for loving you. You break my heart and you leave me blue. Seems I'll never over you. I hate myself for loving you. I close my mind to telltale signs of your sad affair. 'Cause I'd ask why, but you just deny even being there. You make promises you just can't keep. I've heard you whisper, baby, in your sleep. You act so cool, but you ain't fooling me. I hate myself for loving you. You break my heart and you leave me blue. Seems I'll never be over you. I hate myself for loving you. All night long by the telephone. You say you'll call, I'm still waiting here alone. Then you come knocking in the early hours with your little boy smile and your eyes on fire, and against my better judgment I let you in. Myself for loving you. You break my heart and you leave me blue. Seems I'll never be over you. I hate myself for loving you.
I hate myself for loving you.
I've been waiting all night long.
The note that I wrote was taped to the kitchen door. The shoe that she threw was where it landed on the floor. What else could I do? She don't want me anymore. Everything must come to an end. Put my guitar on the back seat, and I cleared away the snow, edged out into the traffic as it ebbed and it flowed, made my way across the river. Billy Butler on the radio, everything must come to an end. Oh, everything must come, everything must come, everything must come to an end. I have a friend that I grew up with, thought he was set for life. Flash house and a family, fancy car and a trophy wife. But he never saw it coming, all the trouble and the strife. But everything must come to an end. He got laid off at his job, and she showed him the door, and his life was all in pieces, scattered on the floor. She'd found somebody new, she didn't love him anymore. Everything must come to an end. Sing it. Oh, everything must come, everything must come, everything must come to an end. Oh, everything must come, everything must come, everything must come to an end. I remember my father sitting down and showing me the chords of A minor, C, F, and G. And it's a gift that still keeps giving, a gift he gave to me. But everything must come to an end. Well, he passed away last summer, and I still miss him every day. But he shakes his head somewhere now when he hears me talk this way. And if he could speak to me, I know just what he'd say. Everything must come to an end. Oh, everything must come, everything must come, everything must come to an end. Oh, everything must come, everything must come, everything must come to an end. Oh, everything must come, everything must come, everything must come to an end. Everything must come, everything must come, everything must come to an end. Oh, everything must come, everything must come, everything must come to an end.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Well, thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. More the same time, 7:45 next Wednesday. Archive Week 5 with Dave and Chris in the chair. A big thanks to all the singers and guests, to Dave, our sound man, for putting it all together, Barb for the photographs, and John for thinking of the idea. John will be around later with a bucket to pick up your raffle ticket money. He's just going to stand in your garden and shout till he come out. Please take your glasses back to the bar, or at least leave them in the sink when you wash your hands. Good night, safe journey home, and stay there. And stay safe. A 2-metre social distance was kept between myself and the mic throughout this broadcast. Good night, God bless, and stay safe. Our second and final